Hi friend, welcome back to the channel where we focus less on trying and more on being the best version of ourselves. Today, I want to talk about what to do when you manifest your SP back into your reality, but there's a little bit of an oopsie. Maybe you guys have an argument, maybe you have to say something that in retrospect, you're like, maybe I should have held my tongue. I don't know whether or not I should speak up about this when I'm manifesting a different version of them. If I say something about this, am I reaffirming the old version of them, or is it setting a boundary? What do I do in this situation? So first and foremost, I want to make it very clear that you don't have to take disrespect from anybody in your reality. So if SP is back in your life and a situation comes up where they're acting unfavorably and you have to put up a boundary and say, hey, this is unacceptable, I'm not gonna deal with this for whatever reason because it's the best thing for you, then that's what you need to do. You should never feel guilty about speaking your mind, about standing up for yourself, and about saying your piece, regardless of what you're manifesting, okay? Manifestation is not an excuse to let people walk all over you. It doesn't matter. We already know that we're calling in the new version of them. So if the old version is showing up in little glimpses even, and you see it, and it's something that brings you the feeling that you need to say something or you need to make something clear, then absolutely you should do that without feeling guilty or without feeling like it's messing up your manifestation or that you're gonna push them out. As long as it's coming from a place of, I know that I'm solid within my self-concept, I know what I'm worthy and deserving of, and this is not it. Therefore, I'm not going to tolerate this level of disrespect, I'm not going to tolerate you pushing this boundary with me, and I'm going to choose to speak up and be upfront about that. And you shouldn't feel like you're a failure at manifesting your SP just because a situation like this arises. When you're focused more on embodying the state of being that person who's in a loving, committed relationship, it should clear out most of the things that would come up in a situation where you're face to face with SP, where you might get triggered. Changing the identity, revising the self-concept should be getting you to a pretty good place where these situations don't arise as often. But also what comes along with that self-concept is, like I said, knowing your value and your worth. Your assumption about how they're gonna take that conversation comes from you. So if you expect them to react negatively to whatever you're gonna say, then they're gonna react negatively. But even if they do, remember that you can always revise the situation. You can always flip the script. You can just say, actually, SP sees how much I value myself, how confident I am, how secure I am within myself, and honestly thinks it's really badass that I stand up for myself. I know what I'm worth, I know my value, and I'm not afraid to speak up about it. So try to look at it from the viewpoint of you doing what's best for you. It shows that you're not in a state where you're still scared about how SP is gonna react, where you're like tiptoeing, walking on eggshells around them, because you're scared that if you make one wrong move, they're gonna leave. But you have to be secure enough in yourself to be like, of course SP loves me and respects me enough to listen to me and what I have to say and to respect my boundaries and take that into consideration next time a situation like this arises. You want them to know that you're not gonna enable that kind of behavior, whether or not you're manifesting that behavior out in your mind. You can continue to do that and you should continue to do that, but mostly focus on the new story of SP, of your relationship being healthy, the open communication of you guys being able to talk about that kind of stuff and have a healthy discussion about your wants, your needs, and how you guys are interacting with each other. There's nothing wrong with that, and you should not feel afraid or like you're not capable of speaking up and saying what's on your mind. Say your piece, do what you need to do, and if you feel like there's some kind of negative backfire in your reality, like I said, revise it or continue to focus on the new story of them either apologizing, of you guys reconciling, of whatever gets you to your wish fulfilled, and stay there instead. Don't dwell on what happened, acknowledge it, say what you need to say, then drop the importance, drop any excess meaning that you want to attach to why that situation happened or if it's going to happen again in the future, and know that an even newer and more improved version of SP is coming into your reality to reflect that to you. You're a boss. You can say what you need to say, you can stand up for yourself, you can be a bold, boss ass bitch. And even if that's not your thing, that's fine. But just know if the situation calls for it, don't ever feel like you have to stay in a state where you feel like you're compromising your own values and what you want and what you need in order to get somebody else to be with you. That's not you prioritizing yourself. Remember, if you prioritize yourself, SP will prioritize you. So make your priority your own peace, your own sanity, making sure you're right, and SP will reflect that to you no matter what happened, no matter what the situation was. It is fixable, it is changeable, so don't worry about it. Do what you need to do, babe. Move on, continuing to persist in the story of you guys being in a lovely, happy, committed, harmonious relationship. It'll be fine, I promise. Okay? All right, you guys, that's gonna do it for me today. I really hope you guys enjoyed and got something of value from this video. Please be sure to leave your questions, comments, concerns in the comment box below, and check out the description for my social media links, services, all that good stuff is down below. And other than that, I love you all so much. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.